Inhale and the exhale that follows the Om. So enjoy that. What we give, we receive. Allow the Om to come out naturally. You don't need to have a singing voice, just let it come out naturally. Exhale all the air out. Take a nice deep inhale. Enjoying the inhale and the exhale. Let's get ready for some yoga asanas. So I'm going to demonstrate. Pull back a little. Yeah. I'll demonstrate one sun salutation and perhaps I was sitting next to someone who asked me, "Was that you?" during a headstand, or maybe a headstand. We'll see. No headstand. Oh, it's okay. Okay, inhale, we're going to just salute the sun, arms overhead. Exhale, forward and down. Inhaling to the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back. And then we lower down, bringing knees, chest and chin. Inhale, sit to a cobra or upward. Exhale, down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look forward, step through. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, all the steps. Exhale, exhale. This is a very simple Surya Namaskar that can be performed facing this way. Okay. So now the headstand. One of my very favorite poses is child's pose. A lot of religions pray like this. We have a gland right in the center of the brain called the pineal gland. God's center in the brain here. It's very good to come into child's pose at any time. After a headstand, we always go into child's pose. So headstand. Beautiful. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Aloha.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Cliff DeVries. He is a teacher of Transcendental Meditation Technique, also known as TM. Research has been done on TM methods showing that it improves all aspects of life, including mental health, potential, interpersonal relationships, and world peace. Cliff has a PhD in world peace from the Maharishi European Research University in Holland. So we'd like to now invite Cliff up to speak.
Yeah. Aloha, everyone. Aloha. I'd like to thank Raj for the opportunity to allow me to speak today. And it's such a great joy to speak to all these yoga enthusiasts. Transcendental meditation is a mantra meditation, but you could say it's an opportunity to integrate the mind, body, and spirit, which is the goal of all meditation. Anybody can do TM. It's not restricted to any religious backgrounds or philosophies. It's a very simple technique that you do twice a day for 20 minutes. So it's very convenient to slip into your schedule. The goal of all life is to attain inner peace and to also develop the full abilities of ourselves, which is also known as enlightenment. So TM puts you on a good path to enlightenment. Now we also do traditional yoga asanas and breathing exercises that everyone's been talking about today. But we do that as a precursor to the meditation, to allow our minds and bodies to settle down. The unique thing about transcendental meditation is that it's been researched by many scientists. There's been over 700 studies completed on the TM program, and one has to think about how this could be. Well, because TM just quiets the mind and the body, there's quite a few physiological changes that take place when you practice the technique, so they're very easy to measure, and they can be documented very easily. Almost half the studies have been scientifically verified and published in scientific journals, so there's a lot of background research on TM. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi came out of India back in the 57, and he wanted to distinguish TM from other types of meditation programs. So he was a physicist, and so he put in the concept of scientific research. One of our researchers, Dr. Keith Wallerstein, with Dr. Benson, you've heard of the Benson technique, and they published the first studies. And after that, the scientific journals began accepting the research done on meditation. We had a conference over the holidays, Christmas holidays. We had 11,000 people attending from all parts of the world. And during that conference in Hyderabad, India, we invited all the great spiritual masters. We invited them all. I don't know if they all attended, but many of them did. And they were so impressed by our group that 3 organizations in India decided to have this group for world peace also. The formula that we use for world peace is the square root of 1% of the population. So for a population of 1 million, the square root of 1% is only 100 people. For the world's population, it would be 9,000 people meditating together. And so the goal by one organization is to have 15,000 people meditating and doing the advanced TM programs twice a day in India. So we're looking to achieve world peace in this year, and as what was stated earlier about the need for peace in the world today, it's really, as you know, very, very important. You know, with major wars going on in several different continents, it's really critical. And, you know, as Gandhi would say, if we want to change the world, we begin with ourselves. So we need to bring peace to ourselves in order to bring world peace. And Transcendental Meditation is a very easy way to do that. You can read more about TM on our website, tm.org/Honolulu. That's our website, tm.org/Honolulu. And we have literature here if you'd like to read more here. And I have a business card that I can give you if you're so inclined. So, aloha, namaste. Thank you again, Raj, and all the people from the Gandhi Institute. Okay.
Thank you so much, Cliff. Our next speaker is Kushadevi Dasi. She has lived for 19 years in India studying Bhakti Yoga, spending 53 years in the Hare Krishna movement, and is currently the president of ISKCON Hawaii. Kusha?
Hare Krishna. There we go. So today is a full moon. It's really exciting. And I wanted to really thank Raj Kumar first for, wow, I'm impressed. What you've done for the yoga community through legislation. I'm touched, really touched, because we're old yogis for a long, long time ago, and to see it being legitimized like this and ratified in the legislature and in the Senate and getting acclaim from the governor, I am really, really grateful. Thank you so much. It does a lot for the worldwide community. And I wanted to add a little bit about bhakti and bhakti yoga, which is the yoga of love and devotion. And lately, I've been experiencing some interesting understandings of the word yoga through confluence, the coming together, like of holy rivers, of winds that come together and zero themselves out, like the doldrums, 5 degrees from either side of the equator of the earth. It's an equality where we balance. We used to camp on the Mokulua Islands when I was a little girl, and there's a sweet spot where the ocean wraps around and meets. And where it wraps around and meets, you can lay there and not get pulled here, there, or anywhere. You just are in the confluence. And yoga is a confluence. It's a coming together of body, mind, and spirit. It's a confluence of congregational, coming together, many people coming together for the glory of the Lord. And there's a particular festival that's going to take place. It happens every 12 years, and it's called Kumbh Mela. And it's happening this January coming up, 2025. I went to the last one, and I went to one with Srila Prabhupada in 77, my Guru Maharaj. And the last one, there was 32 million people. 32 million people coming together to chant the names of God. Mantra meditation. When we all come together, this joining, this union, this confluence of spirituality that you are doing on so many levels, Raj. And I'm really grateful for this huge worldwide Sangha, this worldwide confluence of all the spiritual practices culminating in this, in love. In love. When we come together, the veils lift. We have a collective, it's called qualification. I may only have the ability to attain a certain level of consciousness, but when we come together and join together, anything is possible. And I want to thank everybody for that. I was going to say there's this particular prayer for peace that Prahlad Maharaj spoke, and I had Kaliko Beamer translated into Hawaiian. And it's from Srimad Bhagavatam, and it's Canto 5, and it's chapter 18, and it's verse 9. And it's right at the time when the Lord appeared to him to save him from his father, who was about ready to hurt him. And he was such a great devotee of God. And when the Lord said to him, "What can I do for you? How can I please you?" He said, "I want everyone, everywhere, no matter who they are, whether they're envious, whether they're angry, whether they're distressed in any way, I want them all to find contentment and peace." He didn't want anything for himself. He only wanted peace for everyone. So the saintly people, they are always like beacons of light And I want to thank all of you for being beacons of light here in Hawaii, and those numbers that you gave were impressive. We were saying 2%, but I like 1%, it's discounted. It's like it sounds easier. But if 32 million, we're going to the next Kumbh Mela. I said, I don't care if I go in a stretcher, I'm going. I've booked it. I'm ready to go to that. The veils lift when you come together to do things. You get to get peaks at incredible transcendence. And I just want to say thank you for making it all possible. But I also loved what Veda Guya did last time, so I'm going to do it. Blow the conch shell. You didn't do it, so I'm taking advantage of it. When the conch shell's blown, all auspiciousness is invoked. That's an Om for you. That's an Om. And this is a Vishnu conch, so thank you very much. I'm about to probably destroy this prayer, but I'm going to try to do it anyway, because it's written in Hawaiian. Ipomo ka'i amaluko ke a'o a'o pau Iliki na mana o no kapono o ke kahi I komo ka mana akua I iki olia I ka oko aku ka mana o na Allah. That's Prahlad Maharaj's prayer for peace. Hare Krishna, Om Tat Sat. Thanks a lot. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Krishna. So our next speaker is Richard Hennessy. He is a licensed clinical social worker and has practiced psychotherapy for over 45 years. He first learned mindfulness meditation in 1989, preparing to work with hospice. In 1984, he began teaching mindful-based stress reduction at Boston Regional Medical Center. He is also taught locally at Queen, Straub, and Wilcox Medical Centers, to name a few. He has also taught Vipassana-based teachings. So I'd like to welcome Dr. Richard Hennessy.
We'll see if I figure it out. Okay, thank you so much, Raj, for the invite to come here to talk, and thank you for all the work and your focus on peace over the years, and I'm glad to see you keep it in the forefront. And peace, inner peace, is a big part of mindfulness meditation. How we doing? Okay. What I teach is mindfulness-based stress reduction, which was created by... Go ahead. Okay, we'll try that out. Okay, thank you. Which was created by John Kabat-Zinn at UMass Medical Center back in 1979. And mindfulness is the heart of Buddhist meditation. And John decided to strip away all the Buddhist terminology because he didn't want people coming to the hospital back in 1979 in Worcester, Massachusetts thinking, oh my God, they're going to turn me into a Buddhist. And yet he did a remarkable, ingenious job of really keeping the heart of Buddhist meditation. And